Hey, what's up Pythonians? This is Mir with you guys. So today what we're gonna do is basically I want to design a website. Is this a free time, what you call hobby or something, whatever you can call it, doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to achieve is I need a website like this, which I call it send receive. I have all my departments. Over here it's prosecution, it says prosecution, but you can make a department or something, whatever it is, according to you. Because where I work, we call our department as prosecutions, since it's a government entity. So actually if you go here, you can see all my prosecutions over here. I can add my prosecutions, I can edit my prosecutions, can change anything, save it, or you can delete that prosecution. Then I have my items, which is to manage my inventory. If you go over here, you can see right now I have one item which has Cisco IP form and the model number is 8825. Then I have items where I add those items. Suppose I can say Latitude 7490, which is a Dell laptop. Without this, I could see this item over here. Now this detail, what it contains is model number, the serial number, and issued to which department, an employee name, the employee who receives that device. Obviously that we can add it over here, which is add item details, which is the model number, which is a drop down menu from the model numbers which I have created before. You can enter any serial number, you can say which department or prosecution in my case, and then you have an employee name, and you could say add details, which then you could view it inside over here, inside the details. Then you have the edit items, which is this. You could easily delete or change an item description and save those changes. And if you see this, there is another column which says quantity, which will calculate the total number of items for those specific model number. When I say that, suppose if you go inside details, if there are 30 items of Cisco IP phone which is of model number 8825, it should be reflected back here inside the quantity tab, inside the quantity column, sorry. So if I have 30 items of 8825, it should say that 30 items, and if you go inside the details, you should be able to see those model number and serial number and of those 30 items. So right now this is where I am stuck. I have been able to develop all the other sections, but I have been stuck in this section where it says the quantity, where it says quantity. I cannot calculate the quantity. It's a simple thing, but I don't know. As you know, I am a self-taught programmer and I am still learning things. So I just need to find a way to calculate those quantity over here and display it over here, and at the same time I want it to be saved in my database. For the time being, the database which I am using is obviously the SQLite 3, which comes with the SQLite, which comes with the Python. So if you go here inside browse data items, you can see there's a total quantity. Right now it is 0 because it's not getting calculated. And I have another one which is item details. Obviously this is where the item details, the serial number, this one we need to work on remaining quantity, so I will just for the time being I put it over there, but we will work on this later. The status, obviously, if it is an out of stock, whether it is in stock or it has been issued to. Basically this one also needs some change. Maybe I'll make issued to and out of stock as one, like I could say only issued to or either out of stock. Then I have the employee name, issued to ID. This is the one which department you are issued to, and model number is obviously the model number of the device, sorry. And prosecution is the departments which you have. So basically what we're trying to do is we need to work on this one, this quantity, this tab, which we will, and obviously we have the edit item details. Like suppose obviously when you receive an item, you will not be at the same time issuing it to any department or an employee. So when you receive an item, you will only be adding the serial number and the model number. These two items can be added later. So this can be edited later stage at over here at the edit item details. If I come over here and have this, obviously you can see there is an action, it should show edit, which this field has been completed, but it's not getting populated because I haven't added any items over here. Before it was there, but because the quantities are not being added, I have removed those items just to work on those. And then we have another tab which is for forms, which says the send item invoice and issue voucher. Obviously this is like in my department what happens is we actually send items through courier services to the offices which are remote sites. So we need to develop an invoice kind of structure which says when this item was shipped to which department, which employee, and what was the serial number and model number. Basically the function of the send item invoice will be getting the details from item details like the model number, serial number, issue to, and the employee name, and obviously there will be one date field in the invoice. This will be generated as a PDF and we will print it. This we will work on later stage. Same goes over for issue vouchers. Issue vouchers, what it does is just records the serial number, model number, and the employee name. This is for the employee who receives the device and for our internal use in the IT department, so that we have a record of who has received these items, who is keeping or who is managing these items. Basically these two will be a PDF. Dynamically we need to create a PDF for which I will be using something which I have used before inside our prosecutions. Sorry guys, I believe it was in the views here. Yeah, see, obviously you can see over here my prosecution names are being printed dynamically, which I used something called Y2 PDF, I believe it was. Let me check, I have it imported over here. Yeah, XHTML to PDF. This one which I have used to generate those PDFs. Sorry, again I'll show to you. Generate those PDFs dynamically. You can see that if you go over here in view prosecutions, if I click on print, I should get this dynamically generated, and then I can print this easily. So you could think that why this is such a big deal, because basically when we ship an item through courier services, we need to stick a paper which says that which department or which remote site it is. So the same thing goes over here. If I go to print, it will create a dynamic one for Ajman, photo department it is, sorry. So right now we are stuck in this part where it says the quantity. So in the next videos I will be doing the codes to solve those issues, and yes, I will explain the prosecution parts in the later on video as well.